My name is Ndako Mijindadi. I'm the head of investments at Lotus Capital. Today, I'd like to talk about one financial product that is very popular. However, many people may not understand how it works. And this is a mutual fund. A mutual fund. Some people also call this a collective investment scheme. You can forget the very long name and just stick with mutual fund. So what is a mutual fund, right? A mutual fund, in very simple terms, is a product that collects money from various people into one place and invests it together. So when I and you, for instance, put our money together with somebody else and that person manages it for us and invests it for us and shares the income with the two of us, that would be a mutual fund. Okay, it's a very popular product. You can find Islamic or Sharia compliant mutual funds. They are non-compliant mutual funds as well, but there are quite a lot of Sharia compliant mutual funds. Right now, what are the benefits of mutual funds? Right, so it's very possible that you might have some money to invest, and that money you have might be much smaller than what another person has to invest. Right? So you might have 100 naira to invest, another person might have 200 naira to invest, another person might have 500 naira to invest. A mutual fund allows all these people to aggregate their monies together and invest collectively. It's also possible that we might want to get into a business that requires a huge amount of capital for investment. However, I as an individual might not be able to get into that business because my money is so small. If I were to pool my funds with other people in a mutual fund, the mutual fund would be able to acquire that asset and give us the shared income that that asset generates. It's also possible that through a mutual fund, somebody in Kano, somebody in Maiduguri, somebody in Lagos, somebody in Abuja, we could all potentially bring our monies together and be one part of a big family that invests collectively. So a mutual fund has various benefits. Other things that we should talk about relating to mutual funds is how a mutual fund acquires assets and what kind of ownership you have. So say for instance, we put our monies together and we bought into, say, a big building, right? And that building went out on rent. And then whenever the rent came, we were able to share the monies with each other. The ownership of that building rests with the mutual fund. So we own collectively that building. I, as one person, would not be able to go and sell off the building and cheat all the other people. Rather, only the fund which includes I and you, can sell off that building or acquire that building because we're joint owners into that mutual fund. So that's another benefit of a mutual fund, right? Is collective ownership. Other things that a mutual fund does is that it distributes the income generated from this asset across everybody. Right? There are some mutual funds that pay dividends as frequently as every quarter. Some pay every half year. Some pay every other year. Right? Some might not pay, but rather the value of your investment might grow. Right? So mutual funds also give you an opportunity to get shared income. So I'll give you an instance. Say for instance, we put together our money and we bought a building, and that building began to pay rental income. And that rental income was, say, 1 million naira a year. If there were 10 of us that contributed money for that building, we could potentially get each 100,000 naira every year as our share of the income that was made from that building. Okay, so mutual funds potentially give us a very good opportunity to make some sort of income. Another thing about mutual funds is that mutual funds are liquid. You might wonder what liquid means. What it simply means is on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, you could potentially put your money into a mutual fund. If you made some money trading today, you could take out some of that money and buy into a mutual fund. If you needed your money on any other business day, you could also take out money from the mutual fund. So it's very liquid. It's very easy to go in and out. Now, if for instance, I had by myself bought that building alone and I happened to need money very quickly, it'll be very hard for me to sell off the building because the building is naturally not liquid. But if I had done this through a mutual fund, I could potentially approach the person managing that fund and ask for some of my money back. So a mutual fund is liquid and gives us a lot of flexibility. I hope with this, we have a better and stronger understanding of mutual funds as a product. The Sharia compliant versions of these mutual funds are available to Muslim investors, to Sharia compliant investors, to all investors. And we hope that it will be a very good investment vehicle for everybody.